welcome to Channel Awesome's Orbit Report, your source for everything happening around the world in pop culture and entertainment news. I'm Heather Roos, and this is your news for the week. First of all, the animated Addams Family movie announced almost all of its cast, and it looks awesome. First and foremost, Oscar Isaac of Star Wars is going to be voicing Gomez, which I think is a perfect fit. In fact, if it were live action, he would still be a perfect fit. He'd have the look and everything, so I'm really excited for that casting. Morticia is going to be played by Charlize Theron, and Chloe Grace Moretz is going to be Wednesday Addams, and then Finn Wolfhard of It and Stranger Things is going to be playing Pugsley. Bette Midler is going to be voicing Grandmama, which, again, I don't know if that's amazing or it's just gonna be strange, but I'm on board for it. Let's do it. Nick Kroll is going to be playing Uncle Fester, and we still have a long time to wait until this comes out. It's going to be out on October 11th, 2019, and again, it'll be an animated feature, but I think so far, that's a pretty solid cast. You got some good names and a couple of newer faces that are really good and hot in Hollywood right now. So I think it's gonna be good. It'll be a fun movie. Looking forward to it. Also in news this week, Jared Leto. He's getting a Joker movie. I don't even know what to say, guys. Whether you are a fan of Jared Leto's performance or not a fan of it, that's not even the issue for me with this right now. The issue for me with this is it just seems like DC, I don't know what you're doing with your movies. Why do we keep announcing all of these spin-offs and movies that are now stuck in production or stuck in some kind of limbo? There are so many movies right now that have been announced for the DC Cinematic Universe. We don't need Jared Leto in another role playing the Joker. He's already playing the Joker in like 3 other movies in production right now. There's still that Joker Harley Quinn movie. When is that coming? What's happening with that? There's Suicide Squad 2. Again, what's happening with that? No one knows. There's so many of these movies that are just in production and waving around, which we kind of already knew that DC cinematically is a little bit of a mess. But for me, this is kind of the tipping point. Like, it's a mess. Jared Leto Joker getting his own movie. R.I.P. DC Cinematic Universe. I'm so dumbfounded and slightly enraged by this news. I just wish that they would pick 1 or 2 movies and just finish them and finish them well. Like, let's just make Flashpoint a really great movie. Let's focus on getting Flashpoint finished, resetting some weird timeline stuff, resetting some things that, like, maybe you realize was a misstep. Let's get Flashpoint done, reset some stuff, and then focus on making 1 or 2 other good movies. Not a million of these spin-offs like the Birds of Prey movie, because remember, that's happening, or the Cyborg movie, or that Lobo movie that's supposedly happening too. Just stop announcing more movies and make a movie. Finish a movie, and for the love of all of us DC fans, make it good. I'm sorry, had to go on that rant there. Also this week, we got a ton of trailers. There were so many trailers that are getting released this week. I'm wondering if it's because a lot of these are having a winter Christmas release date and they're trying to get people hyped up for the holidays. Maybe, but I'm going to talk about 5 of the trailers that we have going on this week. First of all, we got a trailer for How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World, which, as they reminded us in the trailer, is the final How to Train Your Dragon movie. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. Toothless has a love interest. There's now apparently a light fury, because Toothless is a dark fury dragon. They are courting each other. They are discovering a whole new hidden world, as the name suggests, of the dragons. There's also a really interesting shot of a grown-up Hiccup with a fantastic beard. Like, looking good there, Hiccup. I'll take that. There's also some new invaders that are going to be demanding that Toothless be given to them because he's like a poacher and he has killed all the rest of the Night Furies except for Toothless, so he wants Toothless and they have to go on this adventure to save him with the new Light Fury. It looks fun. How to Train Your Dragon movies are generally good, fun, well-written movies, so I'm looking forward to that. And it's coming out not until March 1st of 2019. Also, another family film that got a trailer this week was Lego Movie 2. The second part, which opens on a kind of Mad Max style dystopian future. It's been 5 years since the events of Taco Tuesday, and it looks like the Duplo invaders have just completely decimated all of the world. And through all this, Emmett, he's still cheery. Everyone else has gotten the cyberpunk look going on except for Emmett. He's still in his regular clothes and singing Everything is Awesome. It seems like Wild Style is trying to get him to accept the world and that everything is not indeed awesome. But there's some new invaders that come in and kidnap almost everyone except for Emmett and take them away to what looks like to be called the Sistar system. And the producers in the past have said that this film is going to deal a little bit with some issues in gendering toys and how certain toys are marketed to different genders. So there's going to be a bigger role for the humans, the real humans, and specifically the human sister throughout this. So I think that could be some really interesting material for them to work with. The first Lego movie was obviously great, and they did a great job of having a message without being too heavy-handed about it. So I just hope it's not going to be a little like heavy-handed with that message of gendered toys. And that's coming out in February of 2019, and I can't wait to see what else is coming out with that. Also this week we got a trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's a new trailer and it's better than the other one that we had before. One of the things that I just thought was crazy about this trailer is there's just so much packed into it, in that how did they get the licenses for all of those different internet companies? You saw Google, there was Twitter, there was Facebook, there was Snapchat, there was all kinds of different internet companies. And then of course, we can really see how much of the world Disney actually owns, because they end up going into the Oh My Disney website and there are different sections there for the Muppet Show and for Star Wars and for the Disney brand and for Pixar and for Marvel. So it was a little almost overwhelming to see all of the Disney licenses just lined up for you there to be like, oh yeah, Disney does own all of that. But it's also cool because we're getting some stormtroopers in this and other cross marketing, I guess, for all these other Disney licenses. So it did look cool, but most people were excited about the princesses. We saw Vanellope get to meet all of the Disney princesses. And I think the number one takeaway that we all had from that meeting was Cinderella smashing her shoe to create a shank to go at Vanellope. And it was nice though to see all of the Disney princesses together. I really like how they kind of took some of the old princesses and modernized their look a little bit so that Snow White still looked like Snow White, but she also had a little bit of the modern, like Frozen era look to her so that she fits in with the rest of them. So I like how they did that. I think it'll be funny to see how they all interact with each other. Also this week, we got a trailer for Bumblebee. And guys, it might be good. The trailer actually was not bad. It seems like it might be fun. I mean, I don't think I've said that about a Transformers movie since like I maybe saw some of the shoots for the first Transformers movie. And it obviously it's gonna have a very similar plot to the first Transformers movie. There's not much you can do when you have a Transformer who meets a human and they bond and they have to, you know, fight evil. There's not much you can do with that story. But I do love the look of the Yellow Beetle Bumblebee. It looks like they're gonna have some good chemistry between the human and Bumblebee. They are running away from some kind of secret government organization, and hey, Starscream is there, so ruining everyone's fun and ruining everyone's day. But it seems like it might be just a good, fun action movie as long as you know what you're in for. It's obviously not gonna be like some great cinematic masterpiece, but we might actually be able to have fun at a Transformers movie again, guys. We might not walk away shaking our heads and wondering, what's happened? Here's hoping. Here's hoping. And that comes out on December 21st. Lastly, we got a new trailer for Into the Spider-Verse, the animated Spider-Man movie, and it looks amazing. The style is great. I don't think I can even break down all the little things that you get to see in this trailer, but I just love that they are recognizing that there are multiple parallel universes, so they straight out address that the Spider-Man you're used to is a different one than this universe. And perhaps the most exciting thing is Gwen! We got Spider-Gwen in there! So this, you gotta go check it out yourself. There's so many little things to see if you're a Spider-Man fan. And that comes out on Christmas of 2018. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me this week. Let me know in the comments below which one of these trailers for these movies are you most excited for? I'm gonna have to go with Lego Movie. I think it looks good. I'm excited about it. You can also let me know on social media, where you can find me at Twitter at Heather Roos, Instagram at HRoos, or Twitch, twitch.tv Heather Roos. In the meantime, beam me up.